Hello, my name is Julie DeGalan, and I'm Director of Development here at Speare Memorial Hospital. But today, more importantly, I'm a big hula hoop fan. Several years ago, I attended a town festival, and there was a woman there selling hula hoops, and they were really quite large. And she was demonstrating them, and she told me she had lost 40 pounds hula hooping after she had had a child. And I thought, whoa, I have to try this. And so I bought one of her hoops, and I had a lot of fun with it. And then my friends started asking about it, so I thought, I can make hula hoops. And so I started my journey. So today I'm going to show you how to make a hula hoop, and I'll show you the things that you need, and then how to put them together, and then how to decorate them. Because I think part of the fun is designing a hula hoop that is pleasing to you and that you really enjoy using. So not only are you having fun doing the hooping, but you love your hula hoop. And as you can see, every girl needs a little sparkle in her hoop. So I'll show you different kinds of tapes you can use to decorate your hula hoop. So, and you can see, my mug says it all. Ask me about my hula hoops. I love them. So what you're going to need is some piping. And you can buy this at any of the big box stores. And it's plumbing piping. And it comes in different colors and different sizes, different thicknesses. I've used red pipe, white pipe, blue pipe, but I sort of prefer the black pipe. And as you can see, we are using this size today, and I'm not sure what size it is, but this is a much thicker piping, which I think in many ways is easier to use. So what you need to do is buy some piping, and sometimes you can find scraps of it at the box stores. And then you also need connectors. And you want to be sure that the connector matches your pipe size. I know sometimes one time I bought the wrong size connector and it was way too big, and I couldn't use it, so I had to go back and buy more. And what I do is I have a saw, what did they call them, a hacksaw? And so I determine the size I want to make. I just kind of measure it out, and it doesn't have to be perfect. And then I just use my hacksaw and I figure out how big I want it to be, whether it's this size or a bigger size or something in between. Oh, and I have a small one I'll show you in a minute. So you have your pipe, you have your connector, you have a persuader, and you have some boiling water. So what you'll do is you take your connector and you'll just let it soak in the water for a little bit. And I think I'm going to leave this in for about a minute. And then what we'll do is we should be able to get this in, but then if we have any trouble, we'll use our persuader. Okay, I think it's been about a minute, and we're going to try and get the connector in there. So just remove it from your water. You might just want to dry it off a little. It feels really hot to the touch. And then you just want to push it in. And I'm not that strong, so I am going to use the persuader. And what I'm going to try and do is get that piece right up against the edge. All right, so what we're going to do now is soak the other side. And I think I'm going to soak this one a little longer so that hopefully it's a little easier to get in, because you have some leverage on the open end, but when you try and connect them, it is a little harder. Okay, so we've given this side a little more time, so hopefully the connector will go in more easily. And as I said, if your water gets too cold, just go ahead and reboil it. So now we're going to get in and okay, now that we have it together, we're ready to start decorating. And notice we have a gap there, but don't worry about it. We can take care of that, and I'll show you how to do that. All right, we put together our hula hoop using the boiling water, and as we showed in the kitchen, we have a little bit of a gap there that we need to fill, otherwise our tape won't go in quite correctly. So all you're going to do is take it around several times to fill in, and depending on the thickness of your pipe, you'll just do it till you're about even with the piping. So depending on the thickness of your hula hoop, you'll want to start with the widest tape that you're going to be using. And then as you put on various layers of tape, then you'll go to thinner widths. That way you can maximize the number of colors that you see. Also, the angle, I call it the angle, that may not be the right term. The angle I use to put on the tape determines how much tape actually goes on the hula hoop. So for example, if I don't have much of an angle and I start going around, then as you can see, the color is really close together. All right, so now we're ready to do some hooping. But basically what you're gonna do is get the hula hoop going, and although the arm isn't moving much, in about 2 minutes, my muscles are gonna start burning. So what I would suggest is doing it in one direction. Okay, so we were going one way, and now we're gonna try going in the other direction. And you could do it anywhere on your arm that's comfortable, but you work slightly different muscles if you go in one direction or the other. And as you can see, those green sparkles really make it exciting. We have some volunteers here who are going to hoop along with me. And the bigger the hoop, the easier it is to do it. And it seems counterintuitive, but it's really true. Now these two young ladies are using smaller hoops, but I love the bigger hoop. This is where I really feel most comfortable. I feel like I get a great workout, and I don't drop it as much. Anybody can hula hoop. The thing is, don't get frustrated. When I first started doing this, I could go around twice and it would drop. But just keep picking it up, have your music on, and just keep at it, and before long, you'll be hooping it up. Now, when you hoop, you see that people have different styles. Some people have their feet and they go side to side, whereas other people go front to back. And you do work slightly different muscles, so you might want to take turns. There you go, a drop. Don't get frustrated, just pick it up and keep going. And I like the side to side personally. And when I get music on, I try and do things like take it up and down my body, or go faster or slower depending on the song. But it's really, you don't see a lot of movement. It's really the core of you that's getting the workout. Hula hoop side to side, hula hoop front to back, change directions of your hoop. And I've hooped for up to 45 minutes, and man, when you're done, you know you've had a good workout. Or if you just have 10 minutes, put on a couple songs and play them, and just have some fun to get your body moving and to reduce that stress. One thing to remember, don't keep your shoulders tight. Be sure to loosen them up. You hold a lot of stress in your shoulders, so just relax. Slow, faster. So, do it one way, do it the other way. Well, not so good that way. And there you have it.